This is a registered discussion of RWBY Volume 9, Episode 9, and directions are going to commence. Also, I'm a little bit sick, or more swiftly allergies issues, so, somewhat. Hello there. Allergies, they're horrible. Anyway.
Are you?
What are they indeed, RWBY?
Alex, the pleasers, now RWBY?
Yeah.
What does this place want?
What does it want?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
We can figure this out. There's got to be a way to get to the tree.
Hello there. You appear upset. Would you be so kind as to tell me how I can help? Perhaps you are hungry?
Huh. Okay, the standard version of the paper pleasers, I guess. Oh, they have magical powers. So is that what the show is trying to say? The topping yourself is the answer so that you get magical powers? Clearly enough, I don't think that's what they're trying to say. Maybe. Oh wait, also, wait, is that their power? They have ice powers? Or is this gem? No, they didn't become better, they died, and then they reincarnated. Now let's be fair here, they are absolutely dead. Even if you wanna accept it... I don't like this answer. I don't like this answer. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, the tree was nice enough to teleport them. Well, this place does whatever it wants, doesn't it? Kind of want a reveal of a god, and not one of the previous gods, another god that rules this place and does whatever it wants. Pretty much controls the narrative. Doesn't matter, we're not getting it, we already know only two gods for now. Sadly enough, there weren't any intriguing reviews about more gods or more realms. Okay, anyway. Wow.
We have to get her out!
I think I get it. This is how we got here, or why the tree brought us here.
Oh, acceptance.
We've done everything we can. Now it's up to RWBY.
You've done everything you can, I'm sorry. Anyway, what happens next, you have to welcome that. Don't think you should accept that? Okay, here's Herb. Alright, he's a different creature. Okay, he's a complete butterfly now. Regardless of how they do this, even if this isn't reincarnation the way we thought, I feel like they should be more angry and they should try to prevent it. Regardless of how it plays out, I feel like that should be the case. Still too early, one more episode after this one and there is a lot of time left in this one, so... Oh.
You here just yet?
Little?
What's going to happen to me?
Good question.
Am I gonna die?
Yes.
The only thing that can happen to you here is what you want to happen.
So actually the answer is yes, because that's, let's be fair, that's pretty much what she tried to do. We'll see, we'll see. Oh. Home? Why is there a door home? Oh, okay, she can't, or it can't pass through. But why is it there? Why would the gods make this?
I guess your little plan to get out of here isn't working?
Oh.
You've always been the worst of the bunch.
Well, on you, thank you. Or cat, rather. So she did betray you?
She had a sudden crisis of conscience. Decided she wanted to fix everything she'd broken in the ever after, including poor Jean.
Oh, is he dead? Wait, what, Jean? What do you mean by fixing even Jean? There could be something interesting here. We'll see. Okay, indeed, she does want that. No.
She will take me there.
Fair.
No. Whatever happens to RWBY is up to her. Not you or anyone else.
I hate that. If it was not in the tree, yes, it is up to her. And she could ask for help, but I don't like this. I'm sorry, this is the one thing that's bothering me insanely. Because let's be fair, the comparison is obvious. I actually do hope that either Jean or Yang, or I don't care who, just goes on ahead and talks RWBY out of doing what she wants to do with the tree ascension. If you want a character change, I want it to be because of the character, not because of the tree magic. Unless it's a power-up, that is okay.
Of the way, it's like there is no right thing. And...
Crying. Anyone you want. We all know what she's choosing if she's choosing anything. Oh.
I thought Alex made it back home and lied about everything that happened here. But you were the one who killed. Who lied!
Yep.
You're never a brave knight either.
Oh.
Fairy tale nonsense.
Oh. Oh. Jean? Gonna win? Oh. 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 Aura didn't break. Oh. It was illusion. Okay. Interesting transition. Is Jean also ascending? Let's see the ascension first. Then I can talk. Let's see ascension fully. Are we seeing that this episode is super short, which is annoying? Yeah, to be like her mother. Oh.
are you?
What are you indeed? Wow. It feels like it was an episode solely so they can have 10 episodes instead of 9, because let's be fair, this was ridiculously short. It was unsatisfying for me. I am very unsatisfied. Jean might be ascending as well because the transition was the leaves and the gas from the leaves. I don't know, the herbalist thing. So it's totally possible that maybe Jean is gonna appear and help Ruby. I would love that. Granted, I don't know. I feel like considering how everyone is saying, oh, it's up to Ruby, it's clear that Ruby will probably be by herself. Is that what they will do if they do ascend Jean and make him younger again? They're gonna have his ascension off screen and maybe it will be more positive, making him stronger, so on and so forth. I am very afraid if they do something like that and they do it off screen, he becomes the hero, he saves everyone here, but he's gonna lose his memories and the will to go back, which would piss me off a lot, but hey, that's besides the point. I'm saying the thing about the ascension because I do think they kinda need to get him younger again. He, in this episode, didn't use his aura again either. Obviously enough he failed because the cat tricked him with the penny thing, which, okay, alright, sure, it's an illusion, and clearly enough Jean is very broken. So sure, for him specifically, I'll forgive it. I'm glad that Yang didn't hesitate at all beating up the zombies, that was good for the others. Just, for Jean specifically, sure, I'll forgive it. Here's the thing with the ascension. I think it would be interesting for the story if Ruby ascends, she loses her memories, or she loses some things, she's a kinda different person, but she's still kinda the same. I think it would be interesting, but also it would be very messed up and dark, and the characters are gonna pretend like it's a good and nice thing. That's the thing I'm most afraid of. That's kind of the reason why I'm now switching from the hype train of wanting Ruby to ascend and even Jean now. Because they're starting to accept it as a good thing. And I hate the concept that they're accepting ascension as a positive outcome. Because at that point, literally all of them should just off themselves and ascend, right? That's the logic in this world. If it just goes on ahead and spits Ruby out and she's great and everyone loves her, then why not everyone just off yourself and become ascended? I don't know. I just despise the idea that they would be fine with Ruby being even a completely different person. I think they shouldn't be. So no, it is absolutely just death. Jean was right all along. And it's one of those times where I just fundamentally disagree with the opinion of the writers. I still think this has plenty of potential. I have really loved this season overall. This hasn't ruined anything yet, especially because I need to see the last episode to have my final judgment. And it really depends on how they decide to execute Ruby. And also, I'll be fair, regardless of what my opinion when it comes to the story of Ascension are, if they decide to give an insane buff to Ruby, and with Jean being thrown off the thing, and if he also gets the buff, maybe a different version of it, it really depends on what the buff for Ascension might be. And talking about Ascension, there is also the whole Little thing, which was now a mask, so Little is gonna become armor, maybe? What I think is that it's gonna want to protect Ruby, and it's gonna become armor, or it's gonna become Ruby's new outfit? Oh, maybe that's an idea. That would be an interesting way to think about it, especially if Little retains its memories while being armor. Yeah, that would be fun. Since they're committing to Ascension, I'm hoping that at the very least it gives the characters cool buffs, magical weapons, and yeah, just there's so many questions, there's so many things when it comes to Ascension. I am slightly disappointed that the cat was unable to pass through. It kind of means that it probably will not be able to go with them to Remnant, which is sad. It really would have become my favorite new antagonist. I think it's definitely more interesting than both Salem, Cinder, just the whole thing. I think it's way more interesting. I would have liked it to be a final antagonist, but hey. Or maybe even if it isn't a final antagonist, a constant presence in the story, maybe just a third party. A third party to the mix is fun. I feel like this volume hasn't been used to its maximum potential. And I kinda do feel like they rushed it for... We'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll still be here at the end of episode 10. Maybe episode 10 is gonna shock me and prove me wrong. I hope it will, but I don't know. But overall my hopes, I want a lot of the dynamic to be flipped, but I want it to be Ruby's choice without the influence of the day. I think that would make it much more meaningful, and a meaningful change, for example, would be maybe Ruby doesn't want to be the leader anymore, and Wise or Blake becomes the leader. It's not gonna be Young, just I hope they don't do some change like that after she exits the tree. And last hope, the cat maybe leaves Neo, or I mean she has to leave Neo because it has to leave Neo because it cannot enter Remnant. so it leaves her and somehow manages to sneak by. Yeah, these are the two primary hopes. And I guess the third thing I'm personally kind of hoping for is that if Joe and Ruby do go for Ascension, they get cool power-ups, maybe through weapons or maybe semblance power-ups, which that would be fun. That's the next time to try there, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as